I rise today, though, to recognize the Bicentennial of Fort Smith, Arkansas. On Christmas Day, 1817, Army troops established a western frontier military post on the confluence of the Arkansas and the Poteau Rivers. Major Stephen Long named it Fort Smith after General Thomas Smith, commander of the U.S. Army Rifle Regiment. To recognize this significant milestone, the community is organizing a year-long celebration highlighting its rich history, its citizens, and its future. While Fort Smith was abandoned by 1824, the community that sprung up around it continued to grow and played a unique role in westward expansion and the preservation of law and order in our developing nation. Judge Isaac Parker paved the way for bringing order to Indian Territory, and great lawmen like Deputy U.S. Marshal Bass Reeves helped lay the foundation that shaped Fort Smith's role in the history of the U.S. Marshal Service. Reeves was one of the most well-respected lawmen of his time. To recognize his efforts, the Bass Reeves Legacy Initiative raised money to honor him with a monument in the community's downtown. Reeves' career is well documented, as are the stories of Fort Smith during this period. In 1968, Charles Portis depicted Fort Smith's role in taming the West in his book, True Grit, which portrays a teenage girl's efforts to avenge her father's death with a U.S. Marshal by her side. The bond between the community and the U.S. Marshal Service is strong and continues today, as Fort Smith will be the home of the future U.S. Marshals Museum, scheduled to open in 2019. Part of its collection will include a gun and badge that belonged to Bass Reeves. The National Historic Site and other organizations have done an exceptional job of keeping the community's history alive. Promoting its history in this way will also have positive benefits for the future. Fort Smith is a city with an incredible history to tell in its faith communities, its schools, its industries, its arts, and its culture. The community is marking its bicentennial with events throughout the year that include an attempt to break the world record for a lip dub video at the Old Fort Days Rodeo Parade and the city's first fort building competition for kids. I was pleased to contribute to the time capsule, and I'm looking forward to seeing many old friends at our high school reunion. A lot has changed since my days at Northside High School as a Grizzly, but the steadfast resilience and spirit of the citizens of Fort Smith have remained. I'm proud to be a native of Fort Smith and look forward to the events during this year-long celebration. As home to a growing university, new medical school, and vibrant new industries, I know Fort Smith is starting the 21st century on a solid foundation. We have much to celebrate from the past, but even more to look forward to in the future. We are forever grateful to the men and the women who have encouraged the community's progress and implemented their ideas to shape the city for the next generation. Dr. Jerry Stewart is one such leader who led a life dedicated to public service. He had a successful career as a pulmonologist and served as CEO of Cooper Clinic, leading the growth and development of one of the region's top medical care providers. After his retirement, he helped underserved patients at the Good Samaritan Clinic and River Valley Primary Care. He was well respected in the medical community and admired for his influence beyond the walls of the clinic. His influence was felt across the community as a leader in civic organizations and community boards, including the Fort Smith Public School Board, and as chairman of the board for the Fort Smith Chamber of Commerce and the Fort Smith United Way. And truly, the list goes on and on. Dr. Stewart passed away December 26, but his legacy will live on. I appreciated and valued his friendship, and like so many others, will greatly miss him. Fort Smith was blessed with Dr. Stewart's leadership and his guidance. It continues to be fortunate to have talented leaders with the vision and dedication to make this great city even better. Congratulations to the members of the 200th Anniversary Committee for all of their hard work and planning to celebrate 200 years of Fort Smith history. I'm excited for the community as it comes together to recognize and commemorate this historic milestone, and wish all the very best as the events take place throughout 2018.